Oh, yeah, yeah.
What's new, Gran?
I've been working on baby sweaters for the church bazaar. Keeps me busy.
Done anything interesting lately?
I raised you.
Lately, Gran.
Oh, you know me, Gabriel. I always got my nose poked in something.
It must run in the family.
I think so, Gabriel.
You're looking well, Gran.
Oh, thanks, dear.
Is there anything you need?
Me? No, I'm just fine, Gabriel. I have more than enough of everything.
Okay.
Nice weather.
Oh, Gabriel, please. It's been just awful. Muggiest summer of my life.
So... 3,000 years or so?
Are you okay, Gran?
I'm right as rain, boy.
Tell me about our family.
Who would you like to hear about? Your granddad, your father, or your mother?
Tell me something about Granddad.
Your granddad immigrated to America when he was 21. He walked his way through school, met and married me, and we had your father, Philip.
Tell me something about Granddad.
Your granddad supported me and your father with bookkeeping. Oh, I tell you what, though, he hated every minute of it. Didn't really like bookkeeping one bit. Maybe that was why he had the worst luck with jobs. Oh, the nights he'd come home afraid to tell me he lost another. And I'd tell him it didn't matter to me, but he felt ashamed, Gabriel.
Oh, that's sad.
Tell me something about Granddad.
Harrison was only 36 when he died. Your father was 8 years old at the time. Your granddad was hit by a streetcar in the business district.
Oh, that's not
It
good.
took me nearly a year to believe he was really gone.
I'm sorry, Gran.
Oh, I know you are, dear.
Tell me something about Granddad.
Did you know that your granddad was a poet? He was. He wrote the most beautiful poetry for me when we were courting. I always thought he should have done something with that gift, but he was such a practical man. Didn't believe in chasing after dreams.
Tell me about my father.
Your father was my only child. How we adored him.
Tell me about my father.
Philip suffered from terrible nightmares, just like your granddad did. Oh, they were two peas in a pod.
Tell me about my father.
When Philip met your mother, oh, it was love at first sight. They were married 2 weeks later.
Oh, that was
Never
fast.
looked at a girl seriously until then, and he looked at plenty. You have your father's way with women, Gabriel. And your granddad's.
Oh my.
Tell me about my father.
I wanted to just lay down and die when he and your mother were killed in that car crash when you were only 8. It was the thought of taking care of you that kept me going, Gabriel. The police say your father swerved off the road after being frightened by something. Perhaps a deer in the road, or wildcat.
Tell me about my father.
Your granddad wanted Philip to have a normal life. He was obsessed by that thought. He pushed Philip to go to law school, but Philip was driven to art. He painted almost in a daze. He would get so inside himself when he worked.
Okay.
Tell me about my father.
He always hated that it was Margaret's money that supported the 3 of you when his painting couldn't. I kept telling him, try something more cheerful, like a landscape or two, but he couldn't do it. His work was just too dark and disturbing for the public, you know.
Okay, what about Margaret Templeton Knight?
Tell me about my mother.
Your mother was Margaret Templeton when your father met her. She came from a very wealthy Creole family in New Orleans. She was beautiful and reckless. She was madly in love with your father, of course, but I also think she liked to find her family. Since you're so interested in family history these days, why don't you go by St. Louis Cemetery number 1 and visit the family tomb?
Yeah,
It
should.
would be such a sweet gesture.
It's just past the Ross tomb, right? Oh, maybe I will. Tell me about my mother.
Your mother's family refused to give her money after the marriage. All she had left was a modest trust fund from her great aunt, who happened to like Philip. The remainder of your mother's trust fund became yours when she died. That's what you used to open your bookshop.
Okay.
Tell me about my mother.
Suspicious.
The Templetons are all gone now. Every last one of them. Oh, they never wanted anything to do with us, of course. What a waste.
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
All right, dear.
Okay, let's go up
I'm
in
gonna
the
go up to
attic.
the attic, Gran.
Be careful of the dust.
These old picture frames have been up here for years.
I think I'll leave that up here.
It's an old dress dummy that Gran had in her sewing room years ago.
My first impression of the female form. Do I really look that desperate?
Yes.
I think I'll leave that up here.
The sheet-covered upholstered rocker used to be in Gabriel's nursery.
I think I'll leave that up here.
That box of knickknacks has been up here for at least 5 years.
There's nothing I want in there.
Okay.
It's an old dusty bicycle tire.
A bicycle tire. That looks more like an tire for what's carrot?
I think I'll leave that up here.
Not sure what that is named in.
Grandma's attic is a storehouse of forgotten treasures and useless junk.
Don't know.
The old trunk looks like it's gone to hell and back.
Let's see what's in the.
There's a lot of Granddad's old stuff in here. Might be something interesting.
A Bible? Nothing under the Bible.
A bundle of letters. Love letters between Harrison and Rebecca. More of
books.
Harrison Knight's German books.
Just what I need.
A stone. A hat. A cross. A picture under a cross. A key.
What's this? It's some sort of key.
A wallet. Cloth.
Some old clothes, including a pair of leather shorts.
Aren't those called lederhosen?
They sure are. Okay, I don't think there's anything. Sorry. Okay, let's take a look
An
at the.
elaborate mechanical clock, probably of German origin, is among the discarded treasures of the attic.
I think I'll leave that up here.
Let's take a look. There's some symbols on this clock. I'm just a sword, a sun, an angel. What's that? Ah. There's a dragon there. Tree dragon. Is a book in the bookshop.
There's an interesting design in the base of the clock. The face of the clock is hand-painted. A ring of 6 symbols surrounds the face of the clock. A sword, a sun, an angel, a noose, an eclipse, and a dragon. The ring of symbols doesn't appear to have any mechanical function, but it does move.
Ah.
The key winds the clock's mechanism.
Granddaddy, you old fox.
A secret drawer has opened in the base of the clock.
It sure has. Let's take a look.
The letter is written in German, but Gabriel determines what he can about it. It was sent from a place called Schloss Ritter in Rittersberg, West Germany. The letter is addressed to mein Sohn Heinz and signed Wilhelm Ritter. One of the reoccurring words strewn throughout the letter is the word Schattenjäger. The only other thing that Gabriel can decipher about the letter is a sense of urgency in the handwriting and in the heavy use of a quill tip, bold strokes, and underlining.
Okay.
The back of the photo has the following written on it. Schloss Ritter, 1925.
Some handsome men.
The letter is written in German, but it was sent from a place. The letter is addressed to mein Sohn. One of the reoccurring words. The only other thing that Gabriel can decipher about the letter is a sense of urgency in the handwriting and in the heavy use of a quill tip, bold strokes, and underlining. The back of the photo has the following.
Okay. So we can't really do anything.
The magnifying. The letter is written. It was sent from. The letter is one of the reoccurring. The only other.
Okay.
The old photo.
Okay. Okay, so a hat.
It's a lady's hat from the 1920s.
and from Grand's Virginia Woolf period.